the Hebrew Israelites, we come every week to prophesy the downfall of America. To wake up the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
To wake up 1/3 of our people.
Yes.
And to curse out 2/3 of our people.
That's right.
Because it just ain't right. And with that, we say, Hallelujah, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakapadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone at Woodwell. Shalom to the brothers all over the world that preaching this truth. Waking up the people and then cursing out 2/3 that just ain't right the same way. You understand? Our fellow laborers in the truth. You understand? It's that kind of hazy night tonight in Trinidad, but it's all good. You understand? The Bible says in season, out of season. We have to continue this work. You understand? So jump on, priest.
Alright, so what I'm coming out with here now is well, we all know what has been going on for the past few days concerning the Jersey City shooting in the so-called Jewish synagogue, and what's going on is that Esau through his media, right, putting the blame on the Hebrew Israelites, you know, saying that the perpetrator, the alleged perpetrator of the crime is a former Hebrew Israelite.
Black Israelite.
Well, yeah, black Hebrew Israelite, but you know, the reason why I say Hebrew Israelite, because we ain't black.
Oh, well, that's what them is.
Yeah, well, that's the term them is used, you know, but we're not black. Alright, we are Hebrew Israelite. Right? Made up of us so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American Indians, right? Caribs and the Arawaks, who we know here as the Amerindians, right? Seminole Indians, and also the speckled bird, who look like the other nations. Right? Who look like the other nations, but they are Israelites, who are truly the nature of the Father. So, what going on is that, what going on is that Esau, what going on, Salakia, is that Esau, this truth is cutting Esau so much that it resulted to his devilish tactics. Alright? So, what going on is that with Esau, and where truth is concerned, coming up against Esau will always result to something called the 4 Ds. Thanks to Brother Amawan Ebad, Elder Brother Amawan Ebad, you know, for educating me on this year. Alright? So as I say, he strategized himself with something called 4 Ds, as in the letter D in the alphabet. Alright? So the first thing you do is dismiss. When we say dismiss, is that when you come out with this truth, you know, when you come out with the truth and bringing out this truth and exposing this truth to, he will dismiss it. Yeah, like Satan spirit. Yeah, serious evil spirit. Right? Esau will dismiss it. Right? And consider it and say what is hate speech. And they don't know what they're saying. It's all just a conspiracy. And don't listen to these people. You know, these people has no validation. You know, these niggas has no validation that they are the true Israelites, the people of the book, right? And when they see that the dismissing is not working, the result of phase 2, which is discredit. Now, demonization is not yet. Phase 2 is discredit. And how they do the discrediting? By using their religion arm, their religious arm, which is these churches, to come up against us. Right?
Slovakia
Yeah.
is kind of like what you see in a movie called The Purge.
Gone.
Kind of like what you see in a movie like called The Purge. Because the Christian church is the right arm of white supremacy. I'll say it again, the Christian church is the right arm or the right hand of white supremacy.
Gone.
Especially black Christian churches.
Gone.
They are the right hand of white supremacy.
Gone.
And I know if the policy to that somewhere in Colombia, brother, bring up that video concerning that something like a purge going on somewhere in Colombia right
Colombia.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Right? So as I say, the phase 2, they will come to discredit us. As I say, we'll bring out, come with the churches and the pastors, you know, to discredit us. To make us look like we don't know what we're saying. To make us look like we so-called interpreting the Bible in a purposive way. Right? They will do their best to discredit us. Right? When they see now that there's too much overwhelming truth coming up against them and the discrediting can't work, the result to what? To face. Right? They will result to what? To phase 3. Phase 3 is what taking place now. And what has been taking place earlier on in the year with Chief Ephraim, right? With Chief Ephraim and the pull-up boys, or whatever they call them, with the Covington High School, right? In Washington, D.C., by the Washington Monument, right? Where Chief Ephraim was in an altercation with these Edomites, and it ended up in a whole uproar, right? End up into the media and whatnot, so forth, right? And what they do, they started demonize us and say that we not only that we are a hate group, we are terrorists, right? Because why? We are against the system, right? We are against the system, we are against these higher powers.
Hell, right now I have a brother, the demonic white trying to demonize us. But the more they do that, is the more the Lord keeping the camp stronger. And the more we get them stronger. So even if Satan will use any and anybody, now Matthew 10:24 say a man falls will be what? They are with own household. So what he doing? He just fulfilling prophecy. And we say to what I have actually your shine for that.
Right?
Internet.
Right, so yeah, you know, yeah, so they're coming to demonizing. Now, this nonsense will take place in Jersey, in Jersey City, right, New Jersey, right? They said that the perpetrator was a former black Hebrew Israelite, right? And that they're using that now and label all of us because at the end of the day, yes, they will label all of we as terrorists, right? That the demonizing part, that the demonizing, that the face Salakia, that the face 3 of within their 40s to demonize us, right? The reason why they're demonizing us is because to do what? To move on to phase 4, because they cannot move on to phase 4 without implementing phase 3, which was what the demonizing. Right?
Right.
Which is the demonizing. Right? Saying that and part of that demonizing too, that is why again you dumb niggas who win these other groups who going on the freaking gun range. Right? You Israelites who going on the gun range. Right? Like ISUPK. Right? Then you have another guy, I forget his name, I forget what camp he from. That the one who sing banging on Esau. Yeah, I forget his name. Right? You making videos, music videos with rifle. Right?
ISUPK, I said actually ISUPK, you mentioned them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go on the gun range and things.
And all them nonsense.
So you see, these brothers' weapons are carnal. Our weapons in Great Millstone are spiritual.
Can't.
Because we don't need guns. All we got is thus says the Lord. And that is what we have to live by.
Right? Yeah. So what? So by you now doing all these nonsense, it helps to their agenda within the demonizing. Right? And when they complete the demonization, it goes to what? To phase 4. Which is what? To destroy. And where's that destroyed? Persecution. Concentration camps. Right? Jacob Shabbat Khan. You understand? That is phase 4 there. And we're seeing it, we're seeing it through the spirit, within the spiritual sense, you know, spiritual aspect of things. We're seeing it. We're seeing the persecution coming. Because why? We in this truth, right? We in this truth, and we're doing our best to stay in this truth and taking the truth to the best of our ability.
Hold on, let's pause on it. Bring up the scripture.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
Read it over again.
Say, for we can do nothing against the truth,
So
but
don't
for
matter,
the truth.
so no matter who tries to demonize the truth, they can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
Can.
Because the hammer will make them working for our benefit.
Can.
That the world will say, you know what? If everybody against that, that means that have to be the truth.
Can.
Now somebody came and look, you know, and warned to them that for they did it to the false prophet after the
Luke 6 and
Luke 6:26.
6:26.
how about Luke 6:26?
Because I want to say something. Now with that, right? When they expose us to the world, the black Hebrew Israelites, and people hearing about it, there's no people going and want to search upon these black Hebrew Israelites.
What's it all about?
Can't. That's why Romans 10:18 say, have they not all heard? Yeah, for the gospel went through the four corners of the earth. You understand? So Esau, you're not doing nothing against the truth, but you're doing it for the truth. Go ahead.
Where they are
It come like free publicity
Yeah.
because they're publishing the truth, and making it faster.
Can't.
We're trying to demonize what it is we doing, but when people get down into it and they see what it is, the lost child of Israel they already see what it is and catch themselves. Understand?
Bring it down to Howard.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 26.
Right.
Woe unto you when all men speak well of you.
Now listen to that scripture. That scripture is a cut to your truth. He said, woe unto you when men speak well of us. So if we out here and the whole of Sawa says, no, I love them brothers and them, I love to hear them, that means we're the false prophet.
Can't.
But when you go up the road and hear people say, no God, I can't stand them, that means we're the true prophet. Read it.
Woe unto you when all men speak well of you.
The Bible says, woe unto us when all men shall speak well of us. Read.
For so did their fathers to the false prophet.
For the Bible says, for so their forefathers to the what? To the false prophet. So till the Jakes out here, they will speak well of he.
Can't.
Prefer the out here, they will speak well of he.
Can't.
Pastor Coffee out here, they will speak well of he.
Can't.
And some
Pastor
deep,
Dutton.
and Pastor Dutton out there, they will speak well of he.
Doctor Ministry, so by 3rd Avenue there.
Yeah, they will all speak well of him, but when the truth comes, they will speak negative of the truth, because it has to be the truth. Ain't nobody speak good about Christ when he walked the face of the earth, you know? Everybody had something negative to say. All they like to see him do is work miracles. But when it comes to the word, everybody had something negative. They ain't the same people that put him to the cross. Yes, they are.
You bring us scripture here?
Bring it out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 13, beginning at verse 23.
Read.
When the rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look.
You said that over again? Read it over again.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 13, verse 23.
Go ahead.
When the rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look.
When the rich man speaketh, you understand? When T.D. Jakes speak, because T.D. Jakes is a wealthy fucking pastor, at that, worth over well over 100 million,
Can't.
right? How's T.D. Jakes net worth, sorry. Right? When Pastor Coffee speak, they will listen. They will sit down attentively. Joel Osteen. Right?
Marshall Montano.
Yeah, me himself attend to study that condom bottom
Guy.
nigga.
Yeah.
You understand?
Continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
What he said, they exalted to the clouds.
Yeah, they will exalt that. They will exalt these guys. They will exalt him.
Can.
All these pastors, right? All these preachers, all these deacons and whatnot, so forth in the church, they will exalt them. Go ahead.
Can. He said, but if the poor man speak,
But what?
but if the poor man speak,
Yeah, we niggas here on the corner would wrap up in bed sheet, right? Wrap up in bed sheet, right? Coming out and bringing out the truth to wake up you lost people, right?
can.
Because we is poor men.
Can.
None of we ain't bought it a gold spoon in we mouth,
Can.
right? None of we father own standards or have shares and standards or own KFC or own a KFC franchise or whatever the case may be.
Can.
You know? We father ain't driving a Benz or a Bentley. We's poor men. We's poor men. I renting. You understand? You have another brother here renting. And had to see about it two children. Had to see about the family. We's poor men. What up?
But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this?
Yeah, what fellow is this?
Or who gave me the authority to say what he said?
Can.
But if Joel Osteen speak, everybody shut them out and say, oh boy, the pastor speaking. And pastor got demons on them, right? Read.
And if he stumble, they will help him. They will help to overthrow him.
Yeah. That stumble goes in many ways. You know, you might break down, you might make a mistake with a scripture, break it down a bit wrong.
Or word or something. Yeah.
Or even you might make a mistake with something physically and within some aspect of life.
Yeah, concerning the law or something.
Yeah, understand? You know, you might fall short in some way, right? And with that now, you become even more spectacle
Can.
onto these wicked fucks,
Can.
right? So they will do what they will do, rape over again that little piece, last little piece.
They will help to overthrow him.
They will help to overthrow him. They will help to what? To demonize. That's what they go do. They will help to demonize. So what? Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, man.
They will help to demonize. So when the media now, when the media come out with the lies and the propaganda, right? It will be pushed further by you dumb niggas who don't know nothing. Yeah. By you dumb niggas who don't know nothing, right? But pushing your mouth, as the scripture, whatever scripture in Ecclesiastes where it says, speak not against the truth. Somebody else get it? Yeah, finish it up.
Verse 24. He said, riches are good unto him that had no sin, and riches are good unto him that had no sin, and poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly.
Can. That is why they won't take me on.
Can.
Because why? Because why? They are accustomed with the prosperity doctrine.
Yeah, man, preacher, we don't do that.
And he shall be hated. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 22.
Bring it out.
And he shall be hated of all men.
And he shall be what?
He shall be hated of all men.
And the Bible says, and ye shall be hated. Who is ye? We. We're going to be hated above all men. In other words, everybody that look upon us going to hate us for the truth.
Can.
Read.
And he shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Not for our name, you know. Not for GMS prophetic vibration, you know. For Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. That is how we're going to be hated for real.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Now this is the clue the Lord gave me how we know we're going to save. He said, but he that fall up this thing to the very end, he said, the same shall be saved. Because
I can say something, because with that same scripture, right? He said that because he was talking about before in the scripture, he was telling it that we the men of the Lord, that they will hate us. But when he say he that endured to the end, all that who go through all the affliction, just like where Yahushai went through, they hated Yahushai, they stoned him, all them kind of things. So we had to suffer the same thing now.
Bring it on, bring it on. Hold on.
This is the book of Amos chapter 5 verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Read that over again.
Wow.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Amos chapter 5 verse 10.
Wow.
Read it over again.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
The Bible says they hate him that what? That rebuketh in the gate.
That's right.
So yeah, for once we rebuke him, they will start to hate we. See if we come out, if we was here coming and tell them Jesus have a blessing for them, everybody would have gathered here to hear what is a blessing. But there's no blessing for you when you're living in sin. There ain't no blessing for you when you're a homosexual. When you're smoking weed and cigarette, there ain't no blessing for you.
That's right.
When you're running down 3 and 4 women committing adultery, ain't no blessing for you. See, they hate him that rebuke it in the gate, but that's nothing. That's my job. My job is to fuck you niggas up.
Really? They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
Well,
and they abhor him.
And the what?
Abhor him.
The word abhor means hate. And they hate him, well.
That speaketh uprightly.
And they hate him that speaketh uprightly. If I was here selling ticket for Marshall Monday to come, every nigga would be here wanting to buy a ticket, ain't? If I was here talking about zesting, and everybody would be up here, what is this? But should I tell them, thus says the Lord, every nigga from their face. Don't worry yourself, the Lord come with a sword to chop head off.
That's right.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's right.
Yeah, call us some there.
Bring it out.
Yeah, because when we out here doing what the Lord, how have we doing now?
Command us to do.
Command us to do, because before the Lord come and destroy the place, he so always send prophets on the sheets.
That's right.
And he send the prophets out there to destroy the place. So I just want to bring
Let me say one little thing to add to what you're saying there. Didn't he send Noah before he flood the fucking world?
And they didn't want to listen to Noah same way.
He sent Yahushai before 70 AD.
Word up.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 2, starting from verse 1. Say, therefore, the Lord had made good his word which he pronounced against us. And against,
therefore the Lord had made what?
The Lord had made good his word which he pronounced against us.
Yeah, he made his word good, and he pronounced it against us. In other words, he made us to hear this word, you know. And when we become dismayed against it, he pronounced it against us. It's a simple fucking case. Read.
And against our judges.
And against what?
And against our judges.
And against our judges. Read.
That judge Israel.
Against the judges that judge Israel. The judges today represent what? Those false pastors. Because the word of God, we are supposed to take to judge the people. They're taking the word of the Lord to extort the people. Read.
And against our kings.
And against our what?
Our kings.
Who we are? We are kids who only don't want to hear the word of God. They think people only come in here to listen to we. Read.
And against
going to put me in prison.
And against our princes.
And against what?
And against our princes.
Well.
And against the men of Israel and Judah.
Well.
To bring upon us great plagues.
To bring upon us what?
Great plagues.
To bring upon us great plagues. Like when you think that some of them is homosexual, some of them don't know what they're fucking bugged out of their mind. They know if Monday falling on Sunday, that's how the old people are saying. All people just gone.
Like it's about to happen.
Read.
Say to bring upon us great plagues such as never happened under the whole heaven.
Such as never happened under the what? Under the whole heaven.
I'll have to stop the back up for that. That's whole ride quick. But let's come quick. Quick. This is the book of Daniel chapter 12 verse 1.
Read out.
And at that time,
But they're going on, but they're going on celebrate Christmas. A strong Christmas spirit present in the atmosphere. When the Lord said, learn of the ways of the heathen. Read.
and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince.
He said at that time Michael shall stand up, that great what?
Prince
Well,
will stand up for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as was never since there was a nation, even to the same time.
are we heading into that? They call it time of Jacob trouble. And you niggas now start to see worries and problems. Ain't no paying them and you ain't helping all here. It's like they get to know God or not. Read.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered.
And at that time what?
Shall thy people shall be delivered.
And don't get tired. Thy people is not the whole of Israel, you know. The elect.
God.
Not the whole of Israel. 2/3 of them have to die by the dust. Because all they ain't right. Read.
Everyone that's not because you call it finish. Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Everyone that shall be found what?
Written in the book.
So of course if your name not written in the book, what happened to you? What do you think happened to you? And you know some about people so stupid, they think they can come and stand before God and chain up. You think you can chain up God? And tell God, get God and chain up and God will take it back?
Bring it up with me because you call it
This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 verse 21. He said, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time.
Are we heading into that? They're about to take them with videos on YouTube, scrapping them. And that killing what happened in New Jersey and the Bimini Hebrew Israelite, well, that just the beginning of sorrow. Hold on, read. And then you can
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18.
read out.
If the world hates you,
If the what?
Wow.
if the world hates you,
The Lord said this world hate us.
Wow.
See, we have people on the social media that demonizing we already. I have one brother that demonizing me already. Praise the Lord for that, right? I hear any demonic wives are doing it. So the Bible say what?
if the world hates you,
Remember, if the world hate us,
he know that it hated me before it hated you.
you already know that it hated Christ before it hated us. So it's not we the haters, they hate the Lord. They hate the Hamashiach
And Yahweh.
and the Most High Power, which is Yahweh. Go ahead,
If he were of the world,
For if we was of this world,
the world will love his own.
they say if we was up here telling them they have a blessing from God, everybody would have loved us. But because we're rebuking them, they can't stand it. Read.
Because ye are not of the world,
Because we are not of this world, we tell them women they shouldn't wear pants, men shouldn't be smoking, defiling the temple, you know your body is the temple of the Most High. Read.
because ye are not of this world, but I have chosen you out of the world.
He said because we are not of this world, but the Lord said I have chosen you out of this world. Read.
Therefore the world hateth you.
That's why the world hates us. That's why they can't wait for the government to sign something to get rid of these men on the street. But believe me, the request will be granted because that coming to pass.
And I can say something, and the day these men come up the streets, that's the day everything will fall down. That is the day everything will fall down.
Finish it off.
Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you.
Remember the what?
Remember the word that I said unto you.
The Lord said, remember the words that I speak unto you, but
The servant is not greater than his Lord.
the Bible said the servant is not what?
The servant is not greater than his Lord.
The Bible said, but the servant is not greater than his Lord. Can't allow him for the rain because the Lord know why. Read.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
If they persecute the Most High, how much I say if they persecute me, they'll surely persecute you. So you know strange thing we dealing with. You know, let's say somebody say, you know, just now let's go be on the street and you know that's strange to me. No! We need a prophecy. We already the prophets. So the prophets are to prophesy. The prophets are seeing to the future before it happens. That is a prophet, not Capleton. We is the prophet. Why you done that? Yeah, bring it out.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
He said, Lord, and the Lord said that they kept my saying, they will keep us our saying also. Because we prophesy of him to come. Because the precept than
It's in the
you.
book of St. John, chapter 7, verse 6. Then Yahweh said unto them, my time is not yet
Then
come.
what shall I say unto them what?
My time is not yet come.
What?
But your time is your time is always ready. Chapter verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but me it
He said the
hate,
world cannot hate you, but they hate who?
but me it
But they
hated,
hate the Lord. See, these people don't hate us, they hate the Lord. Read.
because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
He said, but the Lord said, I testify of them that their works are evil. Very good. Continue. Yeah,
This is Baruch chapter 2, starting up from verse 2. It said to bring upon us great plagues.
To bring upon us what?
Great plagues.
Yeah, to bring upon us great plague. Read.
Such as never happened under the whole heaven.
He said that such has never happened under the whole heaven. Read.
As it came to pass in Jerusalem according to the things that were written in the law of Moses.
Well,
That a man should eat the flesh of his own son.
that imagine it what?
The flesh of his own son.
Imagine that. Back in the day, the Lord cursed Israel so much until we start eating your own children.
Cannibalism.
So you feel that they're coming back again? Because there'll be a shortage of food. Spiritual food and physical food. Read that.
And the flesh of his own daughter.
And what?
And the flesh of his own daughter.
And the flesh of his own daughter and the flesh of his own son. Read.
Moreover, he had delivered them to be in subjection to all the kingdoms that are round about us, to be as a reproach.
You see what the Lord delivered Israel to be? In subjection to all the other nations that is round about us. That we will become a reproach until we realize our sin, repent, and start to wake back up and follow the Lord. Until we start to remember ourselves. Everybody feels a laughing man. Ain't no laughing matter here. It's a real matter here.
No joking.
Real that?
And desolation among all the people round about where the Lord had scattered them.
Yeah, the Lord said Israel become a desolation around about all the nations, whether he has scattered us. Read that.
Thus we were cast down and not exalted.
Because we were cast down and what?
And not exalted.
The Bible says that we were cast down and what? Not exalted.
Because we have sinned against the Lord.
The whole highway we walk with everything because we what?
Sinned against the Lord.
Because we sinned against the Most High power. And we're not recognizing it. We think we right anyway. The Bible says, "Woe unto that man that right in his own eyes." Read.
And have not been obedient unto his voice.
And have not been what?
Obedient unto his voice.
And have not been obedient unto the voice of the Lord.
Alright, there's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Right? And who is that? That is Esau Edom. You understand?
That was red devil from the beginning.
Right? Because where is Esau blessing the sword? Right? Esau is the one that goes all through the earth, never keep it at home. You understand? Going all through the earth, bombing this one, bombing that one, sending in the military, right? Having the people under subjection, thieving the natural resources, and the nations can't do nothing against it because why? As the scripture said, who can make war with the beast?
Who can do that?
Who